That's the shit, dude.
Yeah, man.
German for virgin. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Japanese for 69. Tuken Chu. Tuken Chu. Two tribes from Africa. The Motisa and the Cumberbats. One say Motisa, and all them work at the damn car wash say, come on back. All right. Motisa.
God damn. Oh, shit.
All right. So, what was that last thing though before we went to that for a moment?
That was Job and
Job. So Jacob's ladder is the ladder of lights, the God that sits upon the ladder in the book of the dead. The ladder is the jet pillar, the Kundalini energy. Jacob wrestled with, Jacob is the ladder, but wrestled with the angel, the dark night of the soul. The angel all night, and in daybreak, he saw the face of God, which was called what? Pineal. A pinuel. Penis of God. The penis of God is the Kundalini energy. Or the dick. The obelisk is represented the dick going down or the dick going up. The dick going up is the penis of God.
Erection.
Resurrection is the Kundalini. The snake. Alabama black snake. This way, and snake of illumination that way. You see what I'm saying? So now, he wrestled with the angel, and that night he saw daybreak, which was pineal, which is called, and it's called the face of God. The word hero, a hero in Egypt, and hero in Greece is called the great face, the face of God. So you got the large face one, which is the microcosm. And you got the small face one, which is the pineal gland. But you got the large, which is the soul. Now in the physical body, you got the large face one, which is your face, higher. The small face one is the pineal gland that sits up under the brain, or within the brain. That's the small face one. That's all in a book. You can get a book called Kabbalah Unveiled by McGregor Malthus. Kabbalah Unveiled by McGregor Malthus. Get that book, and it's got it up in there. Small face one and the large face one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So the face of God. Some good shit. Go ahead on.
Okay. So we'll do my man Joshua, but we'll contract him. We'll contract him into the story of them.
Well, Joshua and Yeshua is the same.
Okay.
Christ.
Okay, because he took over after Moses.
Right.
So there's a story of him leading the Israelites crossing the River Jordan to the Promised Land.
To the Promised Land.
And there's also the Wall of Jericho coming down.
Okay, the Promised Land in Egypt is called Amenta, the land of Osiris, or the land of Amen, hidden God. So still, again, the Promised Land is the region of the brain, hypothalamus, the pearly gates, pituitary gland, hypothalamus gland, and pineal gland, which is called Zion. The gates of Zion is the pineal, pituitary, or what is called the endarkened gland. Zion.
Promised Land.
Promised Land. So you skip me to say something though.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that's good. And also what comes out in this story, and they made like a lot of Christian songs about the walls of Jericho coming down.
Right. You know? Walls of Jericho represent the physical matrix coming down. Now, how did they bring down the walls of Jericho? They had to go in and they had to take a whole bunch of their jewels, because they had an army rushing on their ass to kill their ass. And they tried to go to the wall, and the shit wasn't coming down, and they said that God said, put a whole bunch of jewels and shit in a fucking basket. Right? And when they gave the tithes to God into the basket, the jewels in the basket, the walls of Jericho came coming down. So it's metaphysical. The particles and the jewels are in the central nervous system all over the body, down into your feet, all over your body. But when it comes together, these jewels and these gifts come together and makes what is called a perfected stone of the bomb, or these particles that come together and make a light. And you can see that's melanin coming together and illuminating to its highest form, and then you can see in the walls of Jericho is nothing but the illusionary worlds of the matrix. You see now, and those walls come tumbling down. It's the illusionary world of the matrix. The pineal gland is the sun of God, and when it shines, you no longer need the sun in the heaven to guide your way.
True light.
The true light. So the walls come tumbling down, which is the walls of the matrix, the Maya illusion. You see what I'm saying? It's a metaphysical story. And the tithing and all this type of thing here, they say give 10% to God.
Yeah, good one.
It's not talking about money. The tithing and talking about giving 10% to God is when you give 10% could be learning of a metaphysical information and trying to do some things. 10% can be fasting to get to those carbonic ashes. You see what I'm saying? 10% could just be giving 10% of the awareness to spiritual endeavors and spiritual disciplines. That's what it is. To your God, which is your soul. You see, ain't got nothing to do with no fucking money. Give it to some fucking church. 10%, the church, the temple, is the physical body, and inside 10% of the church, and it's not talking about this particular temple, the physical, it's talking about the temple on the inside. You tithe by giving it meditation, thought, and knowledge and gnosis, or pondering the world of the spirit, and that is the 10% outside of the physical matrix. And then the walls of Jericho came coming down. That's illusion, Maya.
That no longer.
It calls seeing through the visible world, which is the visible world is the illusion.
Right.
And that's the walls coming down. And the jewels and the jewelry and all of that type of stuff is talking about give your precious gift. Your precious gift is the shit that's on the inside of your body. The melanin. It's inside of your blood. You give your motherfucking blood. That's the sacrifice. You shed the blood. Shed the blood. The jet pillar is shed pillar. So we could all have life. It's all metaphysical.
That's hot. That's real hot. All right. And I know you talked to the sister and correspond, but the last thing on Joshua is the day the sun stood still.
Okay, the day the sun stood still. She said that they was rushing on the wall. They had the armies that was going to kill every goddamn thing, but the wall didn't come down. And but the sun was getting ready to go down. And they needed more time, so the God extended the sun to stand still so that the walls could come down. The sun standing still is the S-O-N-S-U-N pineal gland, son of Isis and Osiris, the eye of Heru, standing still. Peace be still and know that I am God. The sun stood still, which is the eye of Heru, beamed through. Woo! God broke down the goddamn walls. It's in the movie. It's in the movie. They did the same reenactment in the movie. Not even the Matrix, but they did the reenactment in the movie. Well, he stood still for a minute and the bullets fell down in the Matrix.
Right.
But it was in the movie. It was also in the movie, doggone, The Fifth Element. She was pondering whether they was going to do this shit, and they said, God damn it, stand your motherfucking ass still. And she finally said, okay, motherfucker, let me save y'all ass. And she stood still, and the beam of light
came down.
Now, they destroyed our shit, but it's the still concepts. Same concept.
The mythology is
the mythology, the same concept.
History, reality.
Yeah, right. So the sun stood still is still nothing but the S-O-N-S-U-N black dot pineal gland, the Son of God in us, the lamp of God. I got a little light in that, let it shine. You know, this little light of mine, the little light of yours is the pineal gland, let it shine. You see what I'm saying? Jesus is the light of the world. The Christ is the light of the world. Horus is called Peri Im Heru, light of the world. Light coming forth by day, Pari Im Heru. Horus is light.
Mm-hmm.